me live, come and say hi, drop me an emoji, let me know that you're here. So, just had a notification that I'm live. Hello. So thank you so much for joining me. I really am grateful for all the love and the support in this group. So thank you very much. I don't know about you, but I am really enjoying coming on these weekly lives. So I hope you are getting some value from the lives. And don't forget, if there's a particular topic that you'd like covered, or if you're a coach or a trainer and would like to come on live as a guest, come on with me as a guest, then please reach out and let me know. I'd love to have you on here. So I started my business and this group as, I'm passionate about helping women build successful businesses. And I want everyone in this group to be thriving and profitable. So if this is, I've got a little hello and a blowy kiss there. It just says Facebook user, I'm afraid, on my screen. So just if you're going to put some comments in, put your name in first so I can see who you are. So if this is the first time you've joined me, I'm Jenny McCabe, and I'm the go-to person for anything money, mindset, and marketing. And I empower ambitious women just like you to take courageous and inspired action in the pursuit of their dreams by helping them let go of anxiety and perfectionism so that they can regain their work-life balance, so they can make more money and work less without feeling guilty, and also have the time freedom to do more of what they love. So unlike other coaching methods that focus on how to achieve financial goals, because let's face it, money can be emotional, I focus on changing how women think and feel about money and success, so that they can reset their money mindset and be free of undercharging and over delivering. So if you like a bit of the woo woo, I'm your girl. I'm also the host of the Work-Life Balance Secrets Facebook group and owner of Jenny McCabe Coaching, where I offer my Unlock Abundance private coaching programs and VIP days. I'm also going to be launching a new group program early next year. Yay! So this week's Money Alchemy class is 5 common money mistakes and how to correct them. So there's certain money mistakes that new or struggling entrepreneurs seem to make quite often. So I just wanted to take a look at them and then talk about how to avoid or correct them. So number 1 is not taking control of your money. So you've probably heard me say this before: money loves order and money loves organization. And if you're messy with money, then it's going to be difficult to keep what money you have, because your energy will always be pushing it away before it even comes into reality. So if you're committed to increasing your income, there are practical ways that will allow you to break free of this cycle, and of financial confusion or stress. So, because if you're financially messy, it's almost impossible to create more money, because when you're undisciplined, you're stressed about paying bills or paying off your debt. So getting control of how you handle money raises your energy to attract more. But also it does get your logical brain excited about doing something on a practical level about your money situation. So get organized. Don't wait until the last minute to pay bills or invoices or your taxes or whatever it is. I've said this before: set aside 1 day a week to pay your invoices or your bills, and do this on the same day at the same time every week. And also put what you can on direct debit, it's just so that payments are taken automatically. You don't even need to worry about them. So make this time of the week your money date. One simple thing to do as well is setting up a separate bank account for your business. So if you've already set up as a limited company, you'll already know that you need to have a separate business account. But where people get caught is as a sole trader, where it's easy to mix your business and your personal finance in a single account. So even if you use one of your existing personal bank accounts to take payments for your business, keep that account dedicated to your business, and don't use that account for personal expenses. So what you need to do then is pay yourself a salary and do all your personal spending out of your salary that you pay yourself. Better still, open up a business, an actual business account. Most UK banks anyway do a period of free banking, so this could be 12 to 24 months depending on the bank. So step 2 then, or number 2, is not tracking money. So another surprising mistake that lots of entrepreneurs make is not really tracking their money and their expenses. The main reason for this is you get pulled into the day-to-day stuff, and that often gets in the way because you're focused on tackling problems or finding solutions, or focused on reaching a particular goal, and then tracking falls by the wayside. But in doing this, if you're not disciplined, it's easy to cut into profits then by overspending. Overspending on staff wages or marketing. So usually this happens when you don't budget or you don't track your money carefully. So you do need to know not only how much you need to make every month in order to meet your goals, but also how much you have to spend. And only when you know both can you start strategizing on reaching your financial goals. So again, you might have heard me say this, but track your money, track your income daily. Know what your expenses are, but track your incoming payments on a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper and keep it on your desk. So every time a payment comes in, record it. So tracking your money daily, it will change your business and also, more importantly, your relationship with money. Somebody's saying hello. Thanks for joining. Last thing about tracking your money, remember, what you track grows. What you track grows. So money mistake number 3 is doing it all yourself. So when you're starting out in your business, and I have been guilty of this, you tend to wear all the business hats. So you're the marketing department, the sales department, the accounts department, the admin assistant, and whatever else. So you're just wearing all the hats in your business, trying to do everything. Maybe you've even taught yourself how to put a website together, and you've set up all the tech. You're literally going crazy with all the things that you have to learn when you start your own business. And it can become a struggle. But honestly, not everything is worth the struggle. Somebody else can do this for you. So at the end of the day, your time is valuable. So you should be spending it on the tasks that you're really good at. So, for example, if you're charging your clients £100 or £200 an hour, you shouldn't be spending your time doing a £10 an hour task or job. because these things can easily be outsourced. So in the time that you spend, in the time that you set aside doing the admin each week, so let's say you set aside 3 or 4 hours worth of admin each week, you could be taking on another 3 or 4 clients in that same time. So have a look at your weaknesses and how much time you are spending completing these tasks, and then start outsourcing things to somebody else, and somebody else who'd be better at you at doing it. So, for example, I've got a client who isn't great with social media, so she outsources all her social media to a virtual assistant. Or maybe you need someone to chase payments for you for a couple of hours a week because you don't like chasing people for money. So have a chat with your bookkeeper, for example, and ask him or her if they could spend a couple of hours a month chasing your invoices for you. But whatever it is, don't use the lack of money as an excuse. If you continue doing everything in your business, you're just going to end up working all hours God sends, missing out on family life and eventually possibly burning out. And then what happens is you won't be the best version of yourself for your family or your clients. So doing everything yourself, these things, they can hold you back. And sometimes you just need to take a leap of faith to move you forward, so that you can allow the money to flow to come to you. And like I said, it doesn't need to be a struggle. So number 4 of the common money mistakes, being a perfectionist. Being a perfectionist is going to hold you back. If you are waiting for your product or your service or a program to be perfect before launching it, you're leaving money on the table. Being a perfectionist will cost you money. There are certain professions that absolutely need perfectionism, that need to have precision. Like a surgeon or an architect. But for most people in business, a high level of perfectionism isn't necessary. So perfectionism will hold you back, and how it manifests in itself is as procrastination. So it can stop you from finishing your products or your projects, or even launching a new service or product. And perfectionism does keep you small. And if you're actually doing yourself and your clients a disservice by not launching your product or your service. At the end of the day, you can't know the success rate of a project if you've never finished it, and you certainly can't approve on something if you've never launched it. So take imperfect action. You're much better off launching something without the bells and whistles, or for it looking pretty. You're better off launching it now and then make the improvements as you go along. Thank you, Joanne. Excellent advice. Oh, sorry, that's my dog. If you've joined me before, she's always here with me. If I leave her outside the door, she's just going to whine. So hopefully she'll settle down in a sec. My son's gone out, so I think she can hear him coming in. So yes, take that imperfect action. Get yourself launched, get things out there for your clients. I know for some people this does bring up a lot of fears about being judged. But honestly, you just need to learn to let that go. Most people anyway, they won't notice the difference between done or perfect. And actually holding off until it's perfect anyway will just delay the success of your business. But if you need more help on letting go of perfectionism, I did do a live class about this a few weeks ago, or you can come and book a call with me and we can have a chat about it. So number 5, my last thing, hopefully quickly, because it looks like there's action going on in this household today. Number 5 is undercharging clients and then over-delivering. So this is a classic combination. And the trouble is, lots of women in business, we struggle with what to charge, and mainly that is because we're uncomfortable about talking about money. So, when we put our prices out there, we're uncomfortable. We even apologize for our fees, and then even feel compelled to over deliver to the point where, you haven't actually made any money out of that service. And then you still end up feeling guilty about it because you've asked for money. So let me know if that's you. Put an emoji in the chat. Let me know, because you're not alone. This is quite a common, quite common money mistake. So common signs that you're undercharging and over delivering can be you're attracting high maintenance clients who are really demanding of your time. And just always on you. But at the end of the day, if you don't value your time, they're not going to value it either. Another sign of undercharging is attracting the wrong type of clients. Clients that can't really afford you, but you want to help them. I've been there. I had a lady come to me a few months ago now, whose business was struggling, and she didn't have a lot of money because her business wasn't making a lot of money, and she was begging me to coach her. So she had started a business with no real training in the industry that she was in, and very little business experience, and she was basically winging it, which for some people it works, but not for her. She was not a natural business person, and I'd already given her some free mentoring and some free business actually, which I didn't charge her for because I did want to help her. But as I say, she was begging me to coach her, and when I presented her with her own bespoke coaching package, not only did she want me to include more in the program, but she also wanted me to discount my fees even more. So, I had to say no. I had to decline. She obviously wasn't committed to investing in herself, and wanted me to effectively coach her for pretty much for free, which I wasn't going to do. So it's okay to say no to some people. At the end of the day, they're probably not your ideal client, and they probably don't even understand the level of service that you provide, or maybe the amazing transformation that your service provides. And if they don't understand the value in investing in themselves or their business, they're probably not that committed to their business anyway. So it's okay for those. It's okay for those who think that you're too expensive, because they can find somebody else who might be a better match to their budget. So also, at the end of the day, someone else's expensive could be somebody else's cheap. So don't forget that. And also, being over generous with your offers and your time are self-sabotaging behaviors, and this is all tied in with your self-worth. So maybe we do it because we secretly don't believe that we're worth it. We all have this need to be liked, to be loved, and for approval, and we want people to buy our services, and we want to help people too. But if you're constantly finding yourself undercharging, whilst your clients are already getting amazing results, your fees are too low, and it has an effect on your business. But if you're undercharging, it does mean that you do have potentially a low deserve level. But you know what? Here's the thing, guys, ladies, money alchemists. If your clients are happy and they're getting results that they paid you for, then your offer is already amazing, and you should actually be charging a lot more for it right now. So you don't need permission to raise your prices. Remember, you're already worth your weight in gold, so you just need to own it. It's so easy for us to fall into that, into the trap that we need to over deliver for our clients. But you know what, we really don't. So I was speaking with a friend of mine recently who delivered a course, and the client, she wanted all this content delivered to her team. And whilst they were discussing all of this content, my friend, realized that this was going to be far too much content for one day training. But the client actually insisted. She said, "Oh no, it's going to be fine." So when she actually delivered the course, and after the course, she always asks for feedback. So when she got the feedback back, she got the feedback after, the main comment that she got was that the content felt rushed. So if this has happened to you, you do need to stand your ground, be firm with your client, and either tell them that they need to pay for a 2-day course or offer them a light and slimmed down version. At the end of the day, your knowledge, your skills, and your expertise are valuable, and they need to pay you for it. So don't be afraid to be firm with clients. They need you. They need your services. And another form of over delivering is with our time. Again, I've recently given up a responsibility that was taking up a lot of my time for a token gesture payment. And to begin with, it was okay, but it was a big responsibility for such a small reward, and it was quite stressful. And I actually started to begin to resent this position. So in the end, for my own sanity, I actually had to let this go, because it was making me so unhappy. So I just needed to let it go, and thank God I did. I was so much happier after that. All the stress levels went down as well. So even if you're just starting out, don't undercut your fees. Don't undercut your own value. Don't discount your prices. Instead of discounting, excuse me, run time-limited introductory specials, and really stress that there's a time limit for people to sign up to your offers. And also you can offer light or streamlined packages instead. So that is me. That ends today's class. So I hope you enjoyed it. If undercharging and over delivering is a real challenge for you, you might have seen it in the group already. I'm hosting my webinar, Stop Undercharging and Over Delivering. And that training is going to be next Wednesday, which is the 18th of November at 5 p.m. UK time, or 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'd love it if you would join me. We're going to put the link to sign up. You can register in the link, which will go into the chat. If you can't wait that long, and you do want to find out more about my programs or how we can work together, send me a DM and we can have a chat. So thank you again for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Because of the webinar next week, there isn't going to be a class. There isn't going to be a Money Alchemy class. So the next Money Alchemy class will be on Tuesday, the 24th of November. And I am going to have another guest on. Another guest will be joining me Julia Hart of Hart Property Partnership. So thanks very much for joining me, guys. I will see you well, if I don't see you on the webinar next week, I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye-bye.